What we're going to show you this time is how to replace every spring in the 1911. What you want to start with is, this happens to be a government model, you want to start with a 316G complete spring kit. First thing we're going to do is take the magazine out, set that aside, make sure that the pistol is unloaded. Since it does have a two-piece guide rod, it's a little easier. Okay, this is your old spring, we'll set it aside. New spring, we'll put that on. Next thing that we'll do is let the barrel slide forward. We're going to change the firing pin spring. It has a tight coil on one end, and as you notice, it has a loose coil on the other. You always want to install that with the tight coil going on first, and then friction that right on like that. Then to get it off, just turn it the same way and pull. We'll put the new one on now. As you can see, the closed and tight end. We'll twist that until it comes up like that. Thumb safety. Okay, this is your plunger spring. That end. That end. Set that old spring aside. New spring. Stop together. Notice I'm trying to be sure and not mix up my springs. Beaver tail. Put the hammer down. Old Sear spring, new Sear spring. Mag catch, quarter turn. Old spring, new spring in. Now this we're going to have to go to a vise. What we're going to do is we're going to cinch this mainspring housing up in the vise. Replacement spring. We'll be sure and wear safety glasses when you're doing this because it is a heavy spring. We'll push that down, pull the little pin out, let that up. Sometimes you'll have to fish out the set the old spring aside. The new stuff in there. Cross pin back. There again, be sure you got your safety glasses on for this because your hands are probably oily and you can slip. Just like that. Ready to go back in the pistol. Ready to start reassembling because at this point we have changed each spring. We've already put our new spring in our mag release. Just like that. This is a Sear spring. It has a slot. Make sure it hits the slot. Also make sure this left hand arm is sitting on the left leg of the Sear. As you put in your mainspring, that will put tension on your Sear and your disconnector with the middle trigger return spring. Right side of the Sear spring itself is what puts spring tension on the beaver tail. Put the plunger back in, followed by the thumb safety. Next one we're going to do is this firing pin spring. Make sure your extractor groove's lined up. Firing pin stop groove. Press your firing pin. So click just like that. Recoil spring in the back half of your two-piece guide rod.